boop, 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 boop. Everything a go? How we sounding, huh? Everything a go? Everything is a go. Everything a go?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Okay. Let's start. Let's start by daily commissions. Who's this? Ellen. Ah, here we go. Here we go. We helped out Ellen's father yesterday, right? We helped him get some training dummies. Ooh, I'm a bit gassy. Hang on. So we helped Ellen's dad get some training dummies yesterday. And now we're getting a daily commission for Ellen. I wonder if this is going to be connected. Okay, Ellen. How you doing? You making progress? It's been like, how many months now? 8 months? 10 months? What are you up to? Practicing for the Knights of Favonius' tryouts. But I'm nowhere near as powerful as Jean. I think it's better for me to focus on technique rather than power. For example, I was thinking about how to break all these wooden dummies in one fell swoop. I know they don't look that robust, but they're what I've got. My father went to a lot of trouble to get them for me, so I shouldn't complain. There it is. If you're at a loose end, fancy helping me think about how to tackle it? Let's do it. You like team combat then, yep. Alright for some, always someone to help you out. For people like me, though, the best I can do is try and hold my own as a lone fighter. At this distance, maybe the best solution would be for me to deal with one side and drop a bomb to deal with the other side. Just kidding. I have no idea where I would even get a bomb from anyway. I know just the person, Ellen.
How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Here, let me call upon the Klee. Let me teach you something about bombs. This is how you do it, alright? Oh, maybe not.
How can I smash all these training
How about
dummies
this?
at once?
Okay, Klee's auto attacks don't auto-target the dummies.
How can I
So this
smash
is
all
going to
these
be
training
difficult.
dummies at once?
What if I just use an elemental skill? Like this. No!
Shame. Didn't manage.
I want to be able to do this with Klee. Hey there, hot potatoes. Good evening. Yeah, that's how you do it.
I'm impressed.
Yep. That's how you do it. All you need are bombs. Can I do this? No, this is my daily commission. Get your own. You think you can take away my experiences? My unique Genshin Impact experiences? No. I never even thought of trying that. Thanks. I'm gonna try it myself now. If you ever need any bombs, feel free to hit me up, Ellen. You can find me here. I'll give you my contact. I'm gonna slip this note into your pocket. There you go. Good evening, Sanguivri. Good evening. Hello, 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 Muthic. Hello, hello, hello. Luna Knight, hello there, hello. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. Do-do-do, okay. Let's move on to the next daily commission. So now I can expect whenever we go to talk to Ellen's father, Ellen the wannabe knight's father, we have to remember, We have to try not to break the training dummies next time because it may reward a different achievement if we don't break them. Maybe we'll have a different interaction with Ellen the next day too. Who knows? That would be interesting. I can't wait to see how Ellen will progress throughout the story once we get deeper into it. Knowing MiHoYo, they're probably going to work on that behind the scenes and probably drop it on us all of a sudden. Imagine them incorporating Ellen into the story. Ellen, the next Grand Master of Mondstadt, or the acting Grand Master.
Adventure time.
Oh wait, wrong party. Leave me alone. Before you do that, make sure you start with the man in the mirror. Is it jukebox time? Maybe that could be a channel point redemption reward. Yeah, the title is a reference to Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. I had it in my mind before stream. I don't know why.
Off we go.
And sometimes when I can't come up with a stream title, I just go with song lyrics or a reference to something else. You're kidding me. Leave me alone. Do I have to drop line of sight with the Metatrail to get him to leave me alone? Okay, good. Wait, what? He's still coming after me. Look at him. Oh my gosh. He's hauling it. You're so far away. Okay. Whew. AR57 now because Tiana gave me the code which gave me fragile resin. Ooh. That's right. The more resin you have, the more you can do domains or elite bosses, and those reward AR. Adventure rank experience. That's amazing. Oh yeah, Twitch Prime. Or Prime Gaming as it's called now. Apparently, there's a Genshin Impact reward. Twitch Prime or Prime Gaming offers so many in-game rewards nowadays. I only discovered it like a few weeks ago. So many.
As one with wind and cloud, one with nature.
Before, when it was first introduced, they would only give away like a couple or like a handful of in-game items from a very select few number of games. But now it's like every game has a Prime Gaming reward.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
The aggro in this game is dummy. Dumb. It's dumb sometimes, but it does bring some interesting and entertaining situations too. I don't mind it. It's not game breaking. For example, there was that one time where a Sisson mage was still aggroed on me even across a giant crevice, and it was able to attack me from across the crevice. Or no, it was during like a co-op. I think it was Datman. Datman got knocked off of a mountainside because of that Sisson mage. That time during the bounty? Yep, that. Exactly. That time. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna make it right. Yeah. Good song. Although I haven't sang that in a while. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I don't have Ganyu. No. Okay, everything's fine. It's right over water, so all I gotta do is use Ayaka and press a few buttons and boom. We're done. And as I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, This wind is a blowing my mind. I have issues more often with them resetting while we're fighting just an inch away from their spawn. Really? I thought that was an older issue that was resolved. It didn't fix that yet? I wonder if it's affected by your ping.
Let's light it up.
Don't need Ganyu when you can teleport up with Kaching. Very true.
Off we go.
Very true. I didn't think about that. You can do that. Okay. Done with daily commissions. Let's take care of our resin now. How do we use resin today? Who should we focus on today? Materials for Sayu. What does Sayu need? Assuming that I can get her, that is. I'm very close to the 4-star pity. I only need 2 wishes. Wait, I could get Sayu right now, guys. Let's see. It's possible. If I can get the 4-star on the soft pity, on wish number 9, in the soft pity, the 4-star pity. Marionette cores? Wait, marionette cores, so Magu Kinky. Uh-oh. Magu Kinky. Let's see if we can get Sayu. I want to do 1 wish. 4-star, 4-star, 4-star. No! It's okay. It's okay. We can get enough Primo Gems for 1 more wish to get that 4-star pity. Now, how do we get it, though? We can get 20 from daily commissions right here. Now I need another, what was it, 26? Oh, right, I did say that we were going to go on our date with Ayaka tonight. I should probably do that. I should probably do that. I'll get Primo Gems too, so... You know what? Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do that first. I still got my leftover 46 marionette cores from farming for Kazuha. Ooh, you'll get Kazuha eventually, right? You'll need it. Oh wait, no, you can still use marionette cores, even if you don't use it for Kazuha. Are you going to use it for Sayu? Are you going to roll for Sayu? Are you going to roll for anyone who uses marionette cores? You can constantly vape him though, right? Isn't he in the stormy area? Magu Kenki? Is he? I have no idea. Alright, time to go on our date. Oh snap, a date is happening? Yep. Although we did leave Aika waiting for like 16 hours. So I hope she's not mad. You think she'll still be there? Wait, huh? What is this? Wait, what? Complete other quests to continue. Oh, that's right. I have to do the, Oh. Oh, wait, no, this is part of the... No, right, this was part of the thing. Okay, yeah. I was clicking on the wrong thing. This is the date. This is Aika's story quest. I don't know, probably not, but lesson learned. If a character is not guaranteed, don't farm boss for that character. You'll need it eventually. You'll use it eventually. Don't worry.
This must be...
I don't know. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but for some reason my audio has been a little crackly today. No matter what I've done. I'll face myself to cross out what I be. Welcome. Sounds fine? Okay, good. Can I bring Kokumi? It'll be a double date. I don't know. Having a double date as our first date, does that usually work out?
It's a festival promotion.
Oh, the sound is so scuffed right now.
Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
Did you want to go, Ayaka? Hang on, I gotta figure out how to fix this. It has to be something on my end then. I did change the USB port that I'm using for my audio device, so that might be it. Whatever. I mostly hear of people doing that just for safety reasons. Oh, that makes sense. If you're doing like a blind date or like an online meetup thing. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma. Did you want to go, Ayaka?
No, what made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern.
Uh-oh. I think my game just crashed. I'm still live, right? Uh-oh. Hello? Genshin Impact.exe is not responding? You're kidding me. Wait for the program to respond. Ayaka dumped you? No. No. I turned off my my digital piano and all of a sudden Genshin Impact crashed. My digital piano is connected to my computer. Let me unplug the USB cable from that. I just lost 50-50 3 times on the Electro Hypo and got 2 lightning prisms every time. Ooh. Pain. Okay, it looks like Genshin Impact really did crash. Well, that's awkward. Huh. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Don't panic. Everything's fine. Check it out. Everything's fine. We're relaunching Genshin right now. So how was everyone's day? Okay. It was okay. It was pretty hot. It was a hot day for me. The audio is even more scuffed. Hang on. Let me try to fix this somehow. Audio even more scuffed. Okay, my computer might end up crashing. Just a heads up, guys. It's fine. We'll live with it. Let's see if we can make it through Ayaka's date. We can't let her wait for too long. Wait, did we skip ahead in the story?
This must be...
I've never left or closed Genshin Impact during a story quest before.
It's a festival promotion.
Okay, we went back. How's the audio?
Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
It's super crackly for me.
No, what made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order.
Sounds fine. Okay, good, good.
So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests from overseas. Welcome to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments?
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. This could be...
It could be...
Oh, it's a very fine design.
Oh, right. Our mission right now is to find Ayaka's mother's friend or acquaintance that Ayaka's mother mentioned in one of her belongings, but Ayaka doesn't know who her mother was talking about. So we're basically playing detective right now. I hear stuff, I feel like. It should sound like an audio crackle or like static.
Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura Textiles and Kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is one rather difficult problem. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma's silk is imported from Liyue Harbor, but given the current climate... As you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
A crackle sometimes. I thought it was you clicking, but it isn't timed the same. I'm not clicking at all. I'm just pressing my spacebar very quietly. So yeah. Dang. Wait, if it's that scuffed, it sounds really scuffed to me. Like it's a constant like it's very annoying. It's a constant annoyance. So let me try unplugging stuff. Yikes. I don't think that made any difference. It might even be worse. How does it sound? How does it sound now? I'm gonna close out some of Google Chrome stuff. Ba ba ba. Okay. Alright, we're gonna continue.
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from?
You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world.
It's a little better for me. The struggle today, yeah. Technical difficulties. It's less staticky for me now. But it's still there. How about if I do this? Yo, yo, yo.
The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. In times like these, though, we're lucky to even have an option of getting a hold of the things we want in the first place.
Huh. So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma.
I'll just deal with it.
Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing,
Kurisu.
right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
Alright, Kurisu was the head of the International Trade Association in Rito. The guy who we helped out.
It looks like that will be our next stop.
We're going back to Rito? Okay.
Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric.
We're going to Rito with Ayaka.
Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you?
Oh? Hey, can I get in on this? What are you guys talking about? Why so secretive, Ayaka?
Why is she being so secretive all of a sudden?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
Huh?
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful design.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Goodbye for now. Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
Go to the International Trade Association in Rito. Okay, here we go. This NPC is cute. Yeah, she's pretty cute. Pretty cute.
This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Look, there he is!
Where?
Looks like we found him.
There he is. There he is.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
Oh, and if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito?
Yep.
Thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business, and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Better than you is so savage. I think Aika meant it as like a way to show modesty, but it can also come across as being like condescending.
Well, you see... It's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk.
No, not the silk. That's what we came for. Oh man, here we go. We gotta catch bad guys yet again.
We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage, thinking it'd probably fetch a good price. Ugh. The vagrants swiped the whole batch, then disappeared into the woods. I reported to the authorities, but...
But...
well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us. The Conjo Commission don't want to give us the time of day. Honestly, you can just tell that our suffering amuses them.
What was that zoom?
While I also take issue with aspects of the Conjo Commission's operational methods, please remember, Mr. Kurisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful with your words.
My apologies. I had to let off some steam. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after all.
Come on, man. Don't be such a pessimist. Chin up. We'll help you out.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity,
But I can.
but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
Oh, right. You can't do anything. You can't, like, flex your power, I guess. Ayaka, yeah. That's what you meant.
Of course, I would never... Wait, what?
Huh?
Huh?
マジで?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. I do so not without reservation, so I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential.
Of course.
That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to help you in such circumstances. Given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise more caution in the future. You do not want to incur further unnecessary losses.
We will. We certainly will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issues for you? What if someone high up in the Conjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a highly respected member of society. Surely putting your neck on the line for small-timers like me can't be worth the risk.
We need the
Very
silk.
humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Conjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
Wait, what? Huh? Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Conjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions. I would be very surprised if anybody in the Conjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine.
Wow.
Does everyone from a powerful clan talk like that?
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and anything that stood out about the perpetrator's appearance.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigation starts there.
All right, off we go.
Here we go. Go to the scene of the incident to check out the situation. Hang on, do I even get Primo Gems after the end of this? It looks like I only get AR EXP. Where are my Primo Gems? No, I do, right? You do? Okay, good.
Time to go.
Yigimashou.
here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground. What are those?
Footprints.
Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably, the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
I don't think I've done this puzzle yet, so I'm gonna grab this real quick too, because this is free Primo Gems. Wait, what? I grabbed it, but it didn't appear as a, Oh, there we go. Yep. Ooh, exquisite. 5 Primo Gems just like that. Maybe we can get enough Primo Gems to do one wish just from exploring Inazuma. I forgot. There are so many things that I haven't, or so many chests that I haven't opened here. Wait, what does this connect to? Ah. Hey there, Mom. This is the only rewards for completing the part Woven Wishes, I see. Exams over. Wow. Took it earlier and felt good. Excellent. Aced it, right? Aced.
Time to go.
Where's my chest? Hello? Wait, I've done this one already. Wait a minute. I'm very confused. Oh, I see. You're kidding me, right? Okay, come on, slimes. Come here. Wait, what? Okay, come here. Wait, I'm very confused. I grabbed this. I put this here. I grabbed this. I used 2 of them to bridge the electricity from here. Oh gosh. The puzzles. Okay. Now come. Wait. This one's too far away. Wait, what? I don't get it.
Time to go.
Is this all part of one puzzle? I thought it was. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Precious. There we go. Very nice. I drew a smiley face on my homework and the reader gave me an extra half point. Wait, what the heck? That's easy points. Wait. Noted. Okay, so if you draw smiley faces, there's a chance you get an extra point. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Although I don't have to write any essays. But for whenever I do need to write essays. Whenever that'll be. I'll draw a little smiley face. To be fair, it was on the extra credit problems. Oh, I see. So this time around, I drew chibis on the problems when I couldn't solve. Oh, I didn't draw a smiley on my essays. My essay got an A++. Oh, okay, okay. You didn't need an you didn't need a smiley face for the essays. I see. Okay. All right. Wait, what is this? Electrocelie. What in the world? Where are you taking me? Huh? I don't get it. What's our Primo Gem count? Ooh, we need 9 more. This is totally doable. Let me grab the Primo Gems from this. Whee! This is taking me so high up. Excellent. Wait, this is a precious. Wait, I have enough. All right, here we go, guys. Whew. Here we go. 4-star pity. We're looking to get Sayu. Character rate up for 4 stars. If it's a weapon, I'm going to cry. If it's another 4-star character, no big deal. At least we got a character. And if we get Diona, that would be Pog too. Yoimiya time? No, Sayu time. No. This is a 4-star guarantee, so we can't get Yoimiya. We can't get a 5-star. What's this change you're making in your life? This change? Well, I'll tell you. It was just a reference to the Michael Jackson song. Barbara incoming? No. Let's see. It's gonna be Sayu, 100%. I always get the new rate-up character. Well, at least we got our 4 sacrificial sword. Yay. Yay. Woohoo. Woohoo. Wow. Also, I have so many sacrificial greatswords for Sayu. Look at this. Aww. It's okay. We can still get 10 more wishes after the Abyss resets and after Paimon's Bargain resets. Which is happening soon, right? Oh. Oh. Huh. Sayu did ninjutsu to turn herself into a sword. So, you're saying it can still turn into a Sayu, right? Well, at least we can get Primo Gems from the Abyss. We can't get Primo Gems from Paimon's Bargains anymore, though. Or not Primo Gems, wishes. But is that enough? We have 19 days. I can probably squeeze in another 4-star pity. But if we can't get Sayu with that, I don't think we're getting Sayu. Let's continue with our quest. Bum, bum, Now I feel bad for the luck I've been having? No. Much deserved luck. Also, I don't know where the footprints are. Okay. They're going up here, over here. Over here. There they are. Those are the bandits. The thieves.
Stop, thief!
Stop! You tell him, Paimon. You tell him. Lot of primos with the event too. Oh, I forgot. There are more primos to be had from Lost Riches as well as Theater Mechanicus. That's right. Lots of events. The one primo gem I left. Haha, me too. One primo gem, funny. Haha, streamer doesn't have any primo gems to wish. Saya will be added in standard in like a couple of weeks though. Oh right, she is a 4-star, but that doesn't help. That doesn't give me any confidence to get Sayu. But knowing that, I should probably start saving my Quaint Fates and not use them right away. I've given up on getting new 4-stars. What? Why?
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch? You must be dreaming.
Why, you better hope you have the courage of your convictions.
Why wouldn't I, old man? Answer me this. You're one of those Outlander merchants, right? You trade association types are worms, coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Tell me, who's gonna stick their neck out for the likes of you?
Wait a minute. So we're the bad guys? Oh. Oh no. These guys pulled a reverse Uno card on us. How are we gonna respond, Aika? I choose you.
Look at that. No response. You know I'm right. Face it. This is Inazuma. You've got no ties here. You're at the bottom of the pile. Can you really blame us for walking all over you?
You are despicable.
Hey, I just had an idea. Since you came all this way, how about we do some business?
Business?
Pay up, and you can take your fabric back. Sound good? If you ask me, it beats walking out of here with black eyes and a broken nose.
Oh, you seem very confident. You wanna test that? You wanna test that claim? All right. You think you're hot stuff. You think you own you think that you own this place, huh?
You're just a big bully.
What choice do I have?
No. It's time to show these guys who's boss.
Wait,
You tell 'em, Aika. Violence. Give 'em a spanking.
Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any money to this man.
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed, I too shall uphold my end of the deal.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is safe. Now, it is time for me to honor my word!
Ooh. Aika raised her voice. She has been studying the art of the blade for this moment. Let's see it, Aika. Oh, wait. We don't get to play as Aika?
Let's get down to business.
Wait, where's Aika?
Everybody stand back!
Oh, wait. Aika's right here.
Brace the ice!
What am I talking about? I forgot I had her. Wait, why is this guy invincible? He doesn't have an HP bar. Oh, there we go.
Want a taste of my hammer?
You already have Aika? Yep.
Clouds high. The birds know a thing or two.
Well, that's resolved then.
That was amazing, Aika.
No, please, It was nothing. I was simply doing my duty.
That was amazing, Aika.
Miss Kamisato, traveler, are you hurt?
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe your stolen goods should all be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You'd best do a count.
6, 8, 10. Yep, it's all here.
Alright, so now as thanks for us helping you, how about you give us like a roll of the silk fabric?
Great! Now we can finally buy some silk.
Oh, yeah. Or we can just buy it, yeah.
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk here?
Yep. Yeah, we kind of do. That was our main reason for coming to you. But I don't think anyone said that.
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out.
It wasn't?
Even if it were just a few carrots or cabbages, chances are we still would have helped you get them back.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We would have helped him out.
Hyman thinks we're pretty lucky. If we arrived any later, our chances of getting silk in Inazuma would have been 0.
I honestly can't thank you all enough. Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pick out a piece for you right away.
Nice.
Thank you, good sir. How much do I owe you?
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay after everything you've done for me.
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost, and what they cost is what I shall pay. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with, and as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional. Please, sell your wares to me at the price you would sell them to any other customer.
Okay, Aika, I respect that decision. Support your local businesses.
There is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today, did it?
Nope. Huh? What are you talking about? Why are you making it sound like something happened, Aika, when nothing happened?
Thank you. I don't think I could ever repay you. You have helped me greatly, and I will never forget it. I'm afraid we must part ways. I must get these goods back to the association. If you ever need anything at all, just come to the International Trade Association and ask for Kurisu.
Very well. And thank you for the silk, Mr. Kurisu.
See you then. Bye. Safe journey home. Don't go getting robbed again.
Don't jinx it, Paimon. Come on.
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
It was no trouble.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different circles. Maybe they've never seen anyone from the Kamisato clan before.
I mean, Aika probably rarely shows her face.
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today, the better.
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like Kurisu. It really shows what a great person you are.
Oh, your praise is quite unwarranted. I merely did what anyone in my position would have done. I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. As far as I'm concerned, it was one individual helping another in need.
Wow. Wow. She's so altruistic.
I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just when people encounter such obstacles in their livelihoods. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give our hard-won silk to the shopkeeper.
Okay.
Return to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos. How are we okay. We're still doing the quest to get adventure rank experience. I'm not done with that portion yet. Let me grab this real quick. Where's my chest? Oh man. Good.
Welcome back! So, any luck at the International Trade Association? Did they have any silk in stock?
Yeah, basically.
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news! So, apart from the silk, I think everything else I need I've got in store already. I just need to go and take stock of our materials. It won't take me a moment. I'll be right back.
They better all be there.
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you too.
Oh? Wait.
It's just, I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire.
Yes. It's a kind thought, but I'm fine with my current— No! What are you talking about, Lumine? Yes, I want another outfit. What the heck? A traveler skin. This is basically insinuating that a traveler skin is in the works. What the heck? Regional traveler skins when? They have to be in the works, judging from this.
Oh, are you sure?
These clothes are special to me. If I'm too concerned about my appearance, I'll lose my edge in battle? No. No, I guess these clothes are special, I guess. Well, you can make an argument that these clothes well, they act as like a sense, or they give a sense of identity to traveler, right? Because Lumine and Aether come from another world, so these clothes are foreign. So,
Is that so?
yeah.
Impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code, as well as a code of conduct.
More like when you're away from home, you've gotta live by certain rules to survive, whether you like it or not. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits.
No way. Would they give Paimon different outfits? Do they have Paimon sizes? I mean, Paimon size would just be like infant clothes, right? Or toddler clothes. Yeah, but not as special as Barber's ducky purse skin, apparently.
Just what is that supposed to mean? They make them in whatever size the customer asks for.
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. I can certainly find someone to tailor a Paimon-size outfit if Paimon so wishes.
Aika, you're too kind.
Well, if you're sure, as you wish. Something else I've been wondering is, how do people in other nations dress?
Not as stylishly as you. They dress very stylishly, but not as stylishly as you.
They sure do. Each nation has its own unique style. Traditional, fancy schmancy, casual, all very different, but each style is suited to its region.
The study of clothing is a profound discipline, and I still have much to learn. When clothing becomes part of the expression of one's personality, even an extension of one's body, that is quite a wonderful thing. So I am not against dressing up. Far from it.
Paimon agrees. You couldn't have put it any better.
Take note, Aika doesn't mind dressing up. Aika outfit when? There's a chapter in the Genshin anthology where Paimon is in a bunny suit. What? So, she does have different skins.
Paimon, you're so adorable that you could wear anything and it would look lovely on you.
Oh, stop it, Aika. You're too nice.
Wow! Paimon just got a compliment.
I think that's the first time anyone has ever complimented Paimon.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else you're missing?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the dimensions given on the design?
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total, that'll be this much.
How much? 5 more? Oh, what a steal.
Here you go. Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
Well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. It will still take me some time, though, so please come and collect it later. Until then, I'm sure you'll find somewhere nearby to pass the time.
Good idea. Let's check out the whole area. We don't want to leave any loose ends.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already decided where to go while we wait.
Wow.
For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
Oh my gosh, Aika's taking the lead. I'm caught up in her pace.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
Perfect. I was just getting a little hungry myself.
I picked the venue especially for you. a humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there would suit our day much better than the prohibitively formal one of a high-end restaurant.
Good choice.
Shall we head off?
Yep. Paimon can't wait.
Yep. Okay. Now we get to have dinner or lunch with Ayaka? Wow. Have we progressed past the oh, here we go. A new quest chain. What is this? White heron hairpin? Oh. A gift from Kamisato Ayaka. Isn't this basically a spoiler? We're gonna get a gift from Ayaka. Dang it, why did I look at that? Why would Mihoyo do that? That's basically a spoiler. Mihoyo's spoiling their own game. Wait, where am I going? Hold up. Let me grab the, there's supposed to be a Sakura bloom here. I guess it's not... Wait, do they appear during the day? Or do they only appear during night? There's supposed to be some over here, too. Huh. Cat.
Are we here? Ooh, it's one of those street-side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Welcome! Oh, Miss Kiminami. How do you do?
Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was for... well, right now.
Wait, what the heck? Ayaka already booked this place? She made a reservation already. Holy... What?
I believe so.
What the heck? Does Ayaka have like a whole itinerary for our date?
We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
Excellent. No problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting. Traveler, tiny customer, please wait here for a moment while I prepare your food.
Tiny customer.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily.
Is something the matter? Is it a fight? Do you need backup? What is this option? Wow. Oh! Whoa! Linkser with a gift sub to Momo. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is something the matter? Is it a fight? Do you need backup? What happens if I choose this? I always want to choose the funnier option. Well, not always, but I want to see what happens.
It's nothing of that sort.
Huh. Sounds kind of suspicious. Her tone of voice. Uh-huh. I don't know. Do we vote her out? She kind of sus.
I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
She sure left in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
So you two are Miss Kamisato's friends?
Yeah. I guess you could say that.
Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out there, but the food here speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back to them.
Aw.
Her table booking surprised me, not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
Really? Wow. I'm flattered.
The first time ever? Whoa. Guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
Makes sense. She sounds like a busy person after all. It would be hard to maintain friendships in her position.
How is that possible? She's so kind and polite to everyone. Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than that. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady.
Ah, it's the same thing as like idol culture. Like you always see idols on TV or on the internet as people that you look up to, but would they really? Would you want to be their friend though? Maybe if presented the opportunity, but they've probably achieved their status by doing a lot behind the scenes in their life, right? So they're probably always constantly busy. Or that could be one case.
But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to.
Oh, that's too.
So
That
the
too.
majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her.
Ah, that's also a problem. The idea of constraining yourself and your friendships to people you think you deserve to talk to. I think that's something that people struggle with, yeah. Definitely. Wow. Wow, this game. Yo. Bringing these kinds of social, would this be called like a social issue? Or a social, yeah, social issue into light.
So you see, on paper, she sounds like a girl everyone would want to get to know. But in practice, she finds it difficult to make friends.
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax, enjoy your meal, and please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
Is that Ayaka? There's no way Ayaka's the one who's cooking in the back, right?
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
Is everything okay?
I'm so sorry, traveler. Could you join me over there for a minute? I need your help with something.
Okay. Welcome back, Momo. I was summoned by Datman. Oh?
I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I, just had a cooking catastrophe.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I just had a cooking catastrophe. She was in the back. She's I can't. I wanna cry. Ayaka, you're too good for this world. The fact that Mingy let mom go unsubscribe absolutely boggles me. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, so that loud noise we heard came from the cooking pot.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where the owner lives. Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me so that I could cook a special dish here.
Why would you be cooking though, Ayaka?
Right. If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Paimon, you don't get it. She wanted to cook for us.
Actually, wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki.
Oh. Oh. Um. Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. A gift for Tsubaki. Oh. Oh.
My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world. So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
Well, why didn't you just say so, Aika? We have experience cooking. We're traveling adventurers. We can help you out.
A dish from overseas? So anything from outside Inazuma counts, right? If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
Actually, I'm a bit of a pro in the kitchen.
That's what I was thinking. You must have picked up a lot of knowledge about different cultures on your travels. Hopefully including regional cuisines. Can I leave you to finish this task then? Just as a personal favor. Is that okay? I'll be indebted to you.
My time to shine.
Great. But what kind of overseas dish would make a suitable gift? It needs to survive a journey from the kitchen to the recipient's doorstep.
Okay, let me think. Mondstadt dish or Liwa dish?
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose!
Wait, there is?
Pizza!
What? Is pizza a thing in Teyvat, or did we just break the fourth wall?
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven. And it's so good.
Wait a minute. My immersion is ruined. But then again, actually, it doesn't make... It's not entirely out of left field because all of the dishes in the game are actual dishes that you can make in real life. Or are at least dishes that are inspired from real life food dishes. So pizza being in the game isn't crazy. Never mind. My immersion is restored.
That does sound pretty good.
Pizza has been a thing in this game, I thought. Oh yeah. I think somebody has a specialty dish. Who was it? Was it Fischl? Was it Fischl's specialty? Oh wait, that's not pizza. Is this pizza? No, that's not pizza. Just kidding. Where's the pizza? Where's the pizza? Pizza. Well, if there's pizza, I don't have it. Oh wait, it's right here. Invigorating pizza. It's literally in the first row. Wow, Gene's specialty. It's Gene's specialty. Gene knows how to make pizza. Look at that. Traveler is from another universe that was spit out through a portal. Technically, anything can be canon. True. True, true, true. That's how Honkai works too. They can make anything canon because it basically works. Because they can just be like, yeah, Kaching came in through this bubble, through this portal from this bubble verse, and yeah, Asuka from Evangelion, she's in Honkai now. How? Oh yeah, she just crossed dimensions through a wormhole, you know. Very convenient. Fischl's is the cold cut platter. Yep, Fischl's got meat lovers pizza. The meat platter.
Is the pizza ready?
I got it right here. Mushroom pizza from Gene. Wait, no, this isn't Gene's specialty. I don't have Gene.
Oh, it's ready.
Here it is.
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, Traveler.
Thank you.
What I'd love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
I mean, you know what? I can definitely show you a thing or two about cooking about cooking these dishes. So if you have time later, we could if you have like a kitchen that we could use, I could you know, and I'll bring the ingredients. You just have, you know.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future if you like.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
Yes.
How are you all doing?
Huh.
Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about.
Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the Traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Our Uber Eats driver is here.
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Now I really want to put something like this on our menu.
Want us to teach you how to make it?
Oh, could you?
Sure could.
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. Traveler, you're the best!
Oh wait, this is going to be a huge hit.
I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant whenever you're ready. The food will be waiting for you.
You could have sold that recipe for a high price.
Yeah, I know.
But you selflessly gave it away for free.
Dang it.
You're a wonderful person.
Oh, yeah. Haha.
I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to be friends with someone of such fine character. Well, you should probably write down the recipe now, no?
Aika's making me self-reflect a lot.
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients.
Sea Ganoderma and lavender melon.
Seriously? Oh, okay. Well, you're the chef. Right, now to add the next couple of ingredients.
Knackeweed and fluorescent fungus.
Xiangling sure left a deep impression on you, huh?
We got Paimon to mention Xiangling.
Oh? Who's Youngling?
Oh? Aika's interested.
A friend of ours who's a really talented chef. Though she has some strange tastes. Still, she's one of Paimon's favorites. Now for the cooking instructions.
Wait, that's it?
Place onto oven rack at high heat and cooked until golden brown. Alright, it's done.
Is it going to turn out different? Is it not going to be a mushroom pizza anymore?
Long may our reputations and our recipes precede us wherever we go in Inazuma.
I have no doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Oh yeah. Sea Ganoderma, knackeweed, yummy.
Cool. Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami pronto.
Uh-oh. Wait, we're supposed to... Uh-oh. I'm giving her the wrong recipe. Wait. What's gonna happen?
Hey, have you written out the recipe?
Yeah. About that.
Here it is.
Oh gosh, I'm sweating.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Wowie. This is so exciting. I want to make it right away.
Wait. Wait. I thought...
Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
No problem. Food always tastes better when you worked up an appetite.
That's okay. It's probably gonna taste good anyway.
Alright, let's dig in before it gets cold.
Right?
Well, what do you think? Is Inazuman cuisine to your liking?
It's pretty good. We got some sashimi. We got tamagoyaki.
It's amazing! Paimon loved this one! Oh, and especially that one over there!
Jean senses a disturbance all the way in Mondstadt right now. Jean just sneezed right now because you mentioned her. It was all very tasty.
Good. I'm relieved. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you chat with the owner at all?
I forget. I don't think we did.
And did she, say anything about me?
Oh wait, no, we did. Yeah, she just said something about you not having any friends. She would,
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you is all.
oh. Yeah, we probably shouldn't say that.
She's happy for me? Oh, then she must have told you. Did she, what does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Wow. Aika's she has self-awareness.
Hey, it's not you. Most people just haven't had the chance to talk to you one-on-one before.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Thank you for your comforting words, Paimon. It's all true, though. I just don't have very many friends.
That's okay.
Most of the time, I'm either accompanied by family or staff. So everyone must have found it quite a surprise to see me taking you out for a meal.
Is this a freaking Toy Story reference? You're kidding me. I love these writers, man. These English translators. You've got a friend in me. Hey. You got a friend in me.
Exactly! You've got at least 2 friends right here.
Aww,
Oh man, I want to watch Toy Story now.
thank you. That makes me so happy. Excuse me. I'm forgetting myself.
Hey now, expressing your feelings is the right thing to do. Keeping them locked away inside isn't gonna do you any good now, is it?
I agree. So, I just want to say how happy I feel that you both see me as a true friend.
Aww. I'm very happy that I got to be your friend, Aika.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, we're nice to them too. Friendship can go a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her notebook, and now it's made you want to find them too.
Yes. I think friendship is an extremely precious thing. And ours is one that I will always treasure.
I really like this story quest. It's all about the power of friendship. Am I right?
While we're on the topic though, who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
With the power of friendship, anything is possible. You are going to love it even more? Oh, I'm sure. Who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
Well, I think I have an idea, but it's just speculative at this point.
I'm all ears.
I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
A fox envoy?
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what I think. Even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so mysterious. So I think it must be someone with transcendent abilities who doesn't show themselves very often.
Maybe it was one of those foxes on Grand Narukami Shrine. It's like an actual fox, right? Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times.
Wait, is that... I don't know what a fox envoy is.
You must have met Guji Yae before.
Guji Yae?
Well, she's a fox envoy.
Wait, who? Wait. I mean, if Aika says that we met her before, we probably have, but I don't know. Who is Guji Yae? Who is Guji Yae? Wait, what? Oh, it's Yae Miko. Oh.
That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys out there in Inazuma that people just don't know about. And maybe Tsubaki is one of them.
Whoa!
Whoa.
So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
Fox girls. There's more. We have to find them all.
When you say also...
Well, before Inazuma, we spent some time in Liyue. They have lots of supernatural beings there, like the Adepti. All kinds of them too. Up in the sky, down below the ground, in the water.
Really? I've come across such things being asserted in books, but to hear someone talk about it from first-hand experience is extremely surprising. So Liyue lives up to its reputation. Its culture has a long history and gives rise to the most beautiful legends. Quite captivating.
Oh my gosh. I want to see Ayaka's reaction to being in Liyue in person. I wonder if Mihoyo would ever do that. They probably would do that, right? Let Ayaka visit other regions. Let me take Ayaka to Mondstadt. Let me take her to Liyue and let me see her reaction. Ayaka story quest. Part 3. Part 4. Part 5.
You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
Really? I would love that.
You literally did? Well, no. I know what you mean. But like, I wanted to be part of a story quest, is what I'm saying. Like, I have her as a character and I bring her to Liyue and Mondstadt, but it's not the same. I don't get to see her voice acting. Or listen to her voice acting and her reactions.
Speaking of delicacies, Traveler, Paimon, have you eaten your fill?
I want it to be canon.
Oh, Paimon has.
Excellent.
Okay,
Then
Paimon.
let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a visit to my mother's mysterious and transcendent friend.
Wait, Ayaka knows where it is? Wait, where are we gonna go? Where are we going? Return to the textile place and collect the goodies. Okay.
Time to go.
Five more,
The
right?
ramen is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you. Oh, and the other item we discussed? That's ready too.
Oh man. I already know what the other item is. It's part of the quest reward. It was that hairpin. Freaking spoiling me.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It is a beautiful piece of clothing, and it was a pleasure to work on. See you again next time.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Huh? Really? Oh wow. I have to act surprised. Really?
Whoa, looks super fancy. Is that for wearing in your hair?
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. As well as a hair accessory, you can also use it as an ornament.
Oh my gosh, Ayaka, you shouldn't have.
I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. So this is my gift to you.
Wait, what happens if you chose Aether? Would she also give you a hairpin or would she give you something different? I feel like she might give you something different, right? Any Aethers Same hairpin? Okay. It's a beautiful gift. Thank you very much.
I'm glad you like it.
Speaking of white herons, that's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi. So this gift is like a little piece of yourself. It's just as elegant and beautiful as you are.
Smooth, Paimon.
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift reminds you of me, that is all I could ask for.
It definitely will. Alright, well, now we've got what we came for, we can set off. Time to go meet Tsubaki.
Okay. Time to meet Tsubaki wherever she is. Can I use this hairpin? I don't get it. Does it restore stamina or something? Also, I have all of these furnishing blueprints that I should probably use. I need to claim my realm currency. Oops. It's furniture. Wait, what? The heck? What a headache. Hi there. Is there anything you want? About Kamaji. Are you talking about Master Kamaji? What do you want from him? Show Chisato's... Wait, I haven't... This is part of another quest. You said this letter is from Miss Hiragi Chisato. If this letter is really from that Hiragi Chisato, I think you should talk to Master Kamaji directly. He's been taking walks near the bridge recently. Okay. Wait, what? Where is it telling me to go? Lower? What? Ah. Whoa.
So, a transcendent being lives here? Ugh. If someone lives here, then why is it so chilly?
I'm asking myself the same question. How strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about, but surely...
Maybe Tsubaki really is a fox envoy.
I'm starting to have second thoughts. But since we're here, I still think we should go inside and explore in full.
I agree. There could be treasure.
Yeah, makes sense. Who knows? Maybe there's a surprise waiting in there for us.
AKA treasure.
So...
Primo gems.
what does the notebook say exactly?
Let me think. A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Oh, snap. So it's like a ritual, or it's like a secret... It's like a secret thingy that you have to do. 1 for East 7. 1 for East
Sounds
7.
like a fairy tale. So your mom would do a little ritual, and just like that, Tsubaki would come to meet her?
It does sound a lot like an Adeptus, actually.
I have a feeling that it could be some sort of code. Let's get a little closer before coming to any conclusions.
1 for East 7.
Good idea.
Primos is all we think about. Yep. One for East 7. Finally. The puzzles are back. Okay. So I'm assuming we have to find something that we can interact
There are
with.
some bushes
Oh.
on the rocks in here. Could that be anything?
Oh. Are you talking about this Paimon? There's an Electroculus right here. Wait, what the heck? Whoa, this area is so pretty. The lighting. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Oh, look at these beetles. They're battling each other. Yoink. Wait, there's so many of them here. If you need these onikabutos. Oh, wait, no. Onikabutos. You just have to come here.
Time to go.
Investigate the shrubbery on the stone wall. Wait, that wasn't it. Wait, what did I have to investigate? The stone wall. I was over here somewhere. Shrubbery. Are you talking about the shrubbery here? Am I... Huh? What?
Time to go.
What? I'm definitely missing something. There's something over there. What is this? Oh, this is the stone wall. This wall looks a bit odd. Knock once. Knock 4 times. Knock 7 times. 147, right?
Strange. There's nothing in here. Let's keep looking around.
I got you baited. It wasn't the right one. So there are multiple, I think, right? So I have to find another one now and try it there. Okay. That was one of them. Is there anyone... Is there anyone home? Anybody home? Hello? 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 Oh, I see. There's one up there and there's one over here. You just have to follow the glowing plants. I see now.
Follow the...
Okay, so let me think. It said east, so it's probably the one further east. So is it this one that's further east? No, it's the other one over there. Wait, no, that's west. No, it's this one. It's this one.
Time to go.
Here we go. Knock once. Knock 4 times. And knock 7 times. 147 east. Here we go. We're in. Let's see who it is.
Huh. There's nobody here. Just this box. Let's see what's inside.
Ho ho.
Did it open? Did it open? Did our Inazuma Deptus leave any treasure here?
What's this?
Huh. Looks like a book.
Don't tell me it's like a note. Is it like a string of clues? Okay. We figured out how to get to the first clue. Now we have to read the note and go to the next location and solve the puzzle there to get the next clue.
It seems to be another notebook.
Oh no.
Could it be Tsubaki's notebook? Let's step back outside now. The atmosphere here is different than I'd imagined. Somehow, it makes me a little reluctant to open the notebook.
Paimon knows what you mean. Reading in low light is really bad for your eyes.
Wait, is that true?
Come on, let's get back outside.
Is that actually true? Is reading in low light bad for your eyes? It's a myth, isn't it? Dim lighting will not adversely affect your eyesight. It will tire your eyes out more quickly, though. The best way to position a reading light is to have it shine directly onto the page, not over your shoulder. And this is from an article from Harvard. Paimon, stop spreading misinformation. Causes eye strain and headache. That's what I'm reading. Makes your eyes tired. Makes you... Is it the same feeling as like making it hard to keep your eyes open? That could be a good thing. Is that why people read before they go to sleep? Reading before bed, so that they make their eyes tired and they don't have a choice but to just close their eyes and sleep. Wait a minute. Paimon knows what you mean. Okay, yeah. Go outside the cave to check the notebook.
Here will do just fine.
Alright, let's see what the notebook says. Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about mysterious treasure. So exciting!
Psst, Paimon.
What is it? Why are you whispering all of a sudden?
Come with me.
You're making Paimon nervous.
Come with me. Let's go over there. Wait, why are we being so secretive? Uh-oh. Aiga's giving me a weird look. I kind of like it, though.
Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the notebook without distraction. Seems whatever's written in there must be pretty major after all.
Okay. Yeah, we're just being courteous.
But, based on her expression, probably not a treasure map. What could it be?
Oh no. Oh no. She looks sad.
Traveler, Paimon?
Oops, sorry.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
I'm sorry I cut off your long sigh.
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
Have you finished reading the notebook?
Yes, I have. I think I ought to share the truth of this notebook with you both.
My immersion is ruined after skipping that.
Even though the contents are completely different than what I was expecting.
Different how? You mean it wasn't a Fox Envoy who wrote this?
Not a Fox Envoy, no.
Who could it be?
It turns out that Tsubaki's real identity...
Wait a minute. Tsubaki's real identity was... Wait, let me think. Who could it be? Let me think. Is there only one Fox Envoy to begin with? Maybe it was Yae Miko.
Is my mother herself.
No! I was gonna say your mom. Wait, what? I don't get it. Why would she do that? Was she like keeping a secret? Wait, so does that mean Ayaka or Ayaka's like part Adepti?
but that's what it says at the very beginning of the notebook. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kamisato Kayo and become the most ordinary woman in the world. What follows in these pages is the ordinary, everyday life of a regular person. Nothing more, nothing less. This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial. All of the things we thought were about Tsubaki were in fact about my mother herself.
Okay, so her mom, Ayaka's mom had like multiple personality disorder. Or she had like a different, like two consciousnesses. Two consciousnesses. Is that a word?
So that means
Cool.
that the kimono design and the international dishes...
Are things that my mother wished to try, yes. I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you, but to me at least, my mother's behavior is completely understandable.
Wait. So Ayaka, you're telling me that you've grown up with your mother, you've grown up with your mother and you've noticed how she would sometimes act like a completely different person and you never connected the dots until now?
Or to put it another way, I actually have another side to myself as well.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like someone had looked inside my mind, examined my thoughts, and then written them all down on paper.
Don't tell me. Ayaka, your mom is also you yourself. You are your mom. And you're just... No, right?
Ayaka.
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother
That'd be
of
weird.
the Kamisato household. And with that came all sorts of duties. At the same time, the prestige of the Yashiro Commission brought its own share of responsibility. On top of that, every action she ever took was seen as representing the Kamisato clan. People were always watching her. Under such circumstances, she never had much time to do the things she really wanted to do.
How do you be your own mother? I didn't think through that.
After my father passed away, Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan. We ran into all sorts of difficulties during that time. I'm not sure if people outside the clan could ever imagine what it was like. Every time I found myself up against a difficult issue, I'd ask myself, did my mother go through this too? What would she have done in this situation? Maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, all that was left of her in my mind was the side of her that inspired awe and commanded respect. But my image of her was incorrect. When I read this notebook, I realized she was just like me. Underneath whatever position she may have held, she was just an ordinary person.
Oh. So her? Okay, I see. It's not like she was... Okay. Wait. So it's not like she had multiple personalities or personality disorder. She just wanted to separate her work life and like her personal life, or her theoretical personal life, because she didn't really get a personal life to begin with. Right? She was never able to express herself to other people, so she expressed herself in a journal. Is that what? I think it was just a persona for escapism, not dissociative identity disorder. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the case. That's the feeling I'm getting now, yeah.
She liked pretty kimonos. She wanted to try food from different places. She yearned to see sights she'd never seen before. Maybe this all sounds immature to you, but I feel just the same way. I want to live life not as Kamisato Ayaka,
Aw.
but as an ordinary woman.
Okay, Ayaka. Let's make that dream a reality. Come with me to Liyue. Let us elope.
Mother wrote that she'd always wanted to go to a local Inazuman festival. She said that sometimes, on a clear night, if you looked out from our house, you could see lights off in the distance. I've seen those lights too. It looks so lively with so many people. And it's so brightly lit, it makes the whole sky glow. Of course, sometimes it does make me a bit anxious from a public order perspective. But for someone of my position to just show up at a festival with no warning, it could be considered improper etiquette. Especially in my parents' generation, when the Yashiro Commission didn't have a particularly close relationship with the populace. Even if no one stopped us, the idea of the Yashiro Commission going out into the crowd, it'd certainly draw some strange looks. People would probably start thinking there was trouble afoot. Mother said that she didn't want to put people on edge. She wanted everyone to enjoy the fun and freedom of the festival. She didn't want to disturb them, and didn't have much free time anyway, so she never went. Not even once.
Aw, so the kimono design, that must have been the outfit she planned on wearing if she ever did go to a festival, right?
That's right. And sometimes, festivals sell international food. She wanted to try that too.
Dang, this is getting too real.
I hope this isn't a disrespectful thing to say, but I never knew my mother was so in touch with her inner child.
Well, that's not disrespectful at all. Paimon thinks your mom was the best of both. A big softy on the inside, and a big sense of responsibility on the outside.
Without knowing it, I've ended up fulfilling several of my mother's wishes already. But going to a festival is the one thing that I cannot do for her. Perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be.
Ayaka, that isn't true. You know what would make your mother happy, Ayaka? By not following in her footsteps. Ayaka, live out your desires sometimes. It's okay to live out your desires. You've already achieved so many things.
I understand. Thank you. I think I realize something now. Mother and I are so similar in so many ways. The things she faced are things that I too will go on to face.
Mm-hmm.
She chose to place her unfulfilled wishes onto the identity of Tsubaki. As for me, I've already decided.
Oh?
Oh, so you decided on an alter ego too?
Of course not, Paimon.
No,
She's going to live her life as herself, to her fullest. To its fullest.
I don't plan to do anything like that. I think I will
That's
set myself
right.
a new goal. To live each day without regrets.
Wait, this title is pretty good. The stream title is perfect. Ayaka, it's your time to change.
So, Traveler, Deep breaths, Ayaka. Deep breaths.
What is this look? What is this look Paimon is giving us?
Would you be at all interested in checking out an Inazuman festival?
Of course!
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster. Paimon would love to go with you, Ayaka.
So you've really never been to a festival?
Hey, come on, don't make fun. It's just because I used to have the same concerns my mother did. But now, I don't think I need to worry about it so much. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. I know that you of all people can understand me going my own way on this. So, let's do this, you and me. Let's go to a festival together.
I would love to join you. It would be my honor.
Paimon wants to come. Festivals here have loads of tasty snacks too, right? Oh, and fun and games.
Great. Thanks, you guys. If we head over now, we should still make it in time.
Oh, good point. Today is the last day, right? What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Isn't this one of the Wind Rider songs? Wow. Look at that. Blood red sunset. Okay, I think we're approaching the end of this quest line. Wait, the festival's over here? Are these artifacts? Wait, what in the world? Oh my gosh, there's so many weapons here. That 100% does not respawn though. Oh, a chest.
Time to go. Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Oh,
Whirling snow!
wow. Wait, hang on, I've been here. So this is what this island was for. I was wondering why there were food stalls in the middle of this island. Just like super out of the way.
We're here, but it doesn't seem as lively as Paimon imagined. What's going on?
I don't know, Paimon, maybe because of the fact that it's in the middle of nowhere.
Since it's the final day, many of the visitors must have already returned home. I've heard that the peddlers often close up shop earlier on the last day because there are fewer people around.
Are we too late?
I'll go and ask. Whatever happens, I at least need to go inside just this once.
That's the way to go. We'll be right there with you.
Okay. It's been a while since we've had a moment where we had to walk. Oh, perfect opportunity to catch ourselves with Ayaka. We don't even need a co-op player. It's just... Wow. Oh.
It hasn't closed
Wait.
yet.
I think it
It's just
bugged.
that there aren't many people left.
Uh-oh.
Let's hurry and see as much as we can.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this supposed to happen?
Hey, look,
Oh no.
they have so many masks.
My immersion. My immersion.
Paimon's heard that everyone's supposed to wear a mask at these kinds of festivals. Is that rule still around nowadays, or...?
Is this a known bug? Sanguivary. Be careful about pics. Uh-oh. It's too late. I've never encountered or heard about this. Oh no.
That used to be the custom, yes. And today,
Ah.
it's still a popular way to dress up during festivals. But it's not a hard and fast rule.
This is so... this is so immersion breaking. That's okay. Let's just imagine how Ayaka would act.
Hey, is that who I think it is?
can't.
Miss Kamisato,
I
right?
can't, dude.
Oh, greetings.
People seem to recognize Ayaka wherever we go. Guess that's just what it's like when you're a famous Inazuman.
But of course, the Kamisato clan leads the Yashiro Commission. It's one of the most well-known clans in Inazuma.
It looks like Mihoyo. It looks like their budget for it looks like their animation budget just like dropped all the way down to 0, and they're like, well, we don't have any money to pay our animators, so we just gotta live with this. This is the final project. This is our release. This is our release version. It has to do with the camera during this part of the quest. It happens when you're on that picture screen as the cutscene begins.
Not least because back when Master and Miss Kamisato had just taken over the family's affairs, they used to make public appearances all the time. Some of the younger generations have never even seen Miss Kamisato in person before. Being the age I am, I'm lucky enough to have seen her on many occasions over the years.
You're too kind. My brother and I simply go where we must to fulfill our duties.
But this is the first time I've seen anyone from your family at a festival.
I can't.
There must be some official business, I take it.
I don't know what they're talking about anymore.
Oh, there isn't actually. Today, I'm taking my traveler friend here around to see the sights.
Oh yeah. We're still on our date. We're still on our date with Ayaka. This looks like a test before they animate the final project. Who knew Mingy was a beta tester? Exclusive leaks. Now this is earlier than beta, Sanguiveri. This is like pre-alpha.
Oh, a traveler? Huh. Now that you mention it, you do look like you've come a long way to get here. First time in Inazuma? Hope you enjoy yourself, young one. Ah, excuse me 1 second. Hey everyone, listen up! Don't close up yet! Miss Kamisato has come to join the festival!
I love how it's every single character too.
No, it's not like that. Please, there's no need to make a fuss. We're just here to...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, mister. If you hadn't let them know, they'd start closing down about now, right? At least it sure looks like that time of day.
Yep, you got it. But on account of this being the first time Miss Kamisato has ever come to the festival, it seems only fair to keep things open a little longer. Oh, here's a couple of masks for you. On the house.
Oh? Free masks? Yo, that's dope. It looks like a lot of work has gone into these masks.
No. You've been far too accommodating to us already. We couldn't possibly...
Ayaka, it's time for a change.
Don't give me all that. Here you go.
That's the spirit.
Here you go. It's not often that we regular folks get some attention from the Yashiro Commission, so I've got to mark the occasion somehow. Besides, it'll make me look bad if you refuse.
But...
Ayaka, just take it.
Okay, I think I understand.
Excellent, good. You're learning. You're growing. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. You have yourself a good time.
Sir, do you have anything for Paimon?
Paimon. Wait, Paimon didn't get a mask?
Oh, hello there, kiddo.
Kiddo.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any masks in your size.
Ooh.
Huh? Surely you're not gonna let Paimon be the only one at the festival without a mask?
Oh no. Okay, Paimon, I actually kind of feel bad for her in this situation. We can't leave Paimon out of the fun. How can she take it if she can't move her arms? That's a good question. Maybe, I don't know.
Paimon, don't worry. Wearing a mask is optional.
Well, yeah, Ayaka, wearing a mask is optional, but Paimon wants to be included too. She wants to feel included.
But Paimon doesn't want to feel left out.
See?
How about a tree leaf? That should be enough to cover up that little face of yours.
A tree leaf? Bruh. At least he's trying. I respect it.
What? No way!
Oh, okay then. In that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do right now. But don't you worry, kiddo. I'll have a mini mask made specially for you when I get back.
Ooh, he's so nice.
I cannot thank you enough.
I won't forget you, Sanden.
Aw, it's nothing. But I won't hold you up any longer. You should go and enjoy the festival while everything's still lit up.
All right. Traveler, shall we?
Let's go.
Oh, wait. Just one thing. I need to explain myself. I got a little nervous back there and I just made up any old excuse. But don't think of this as me taking you sightseeing, please.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? I don't get it. Why is she saying this?
I brought you here because I genuinely wanted to spend time with you.
Well, yeah. Of course. I sense that, don't worry. No misunderstanding here.
Okay, great.
Don't worry, Ayaka, I know you're doing this with no ulterior motive. Free. We're free at last. We can finally appreciate the animations again. Wait, hang on, I want to take more pictures with Ayaka real quick. I want a more close-up shot. There we go. Hang on, I have to be careful though. I have to be careful. Give me one more. One more. Under the sakura trees. Yes. Perfect. We're gonna go into photo mode this time, actually. We're gonna compose our shot properly. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Although I should probably be a little bit higher up. Good. I don't want to point it up at their nose. It's not a very flattering angle, right? But I also want to capture the sakura trees. So how about we zoom out a little bit? Okay. Oh, if only Ayaka was to the left a bit more. Hey, Ayaka, can you move over to the left? Your right? Okay, this is good enough, I think. Now let's do a pose. Background blur. Blur distance. Oh wait. No, wait. Ayaka's slightly behind. Oh no. Hold up. Okay. Wait, hold up. Now it looks like we're touching hands. Okay, this is perfect. Can you shove her model? I don't know, can you? Darn, you can't. What if you... Oh, remember that one glitch back during the early days of Genshin? Where you could move NPCs using Zhongli? Oh. Darn it. And I think they also patched that. Maybe I should just stand on the right side of Ayaka. Okay, touch hands. Touch hands. Traveler, stop looking at Ayaka. I know it's hard. Wait, is Ayaka taller? No, she's just standing on a higher ground, right? There we go. Perfect. Alright. Professional. Let's act professional here. Oh, this guy. We have to Photoshop this guy out later. Or maybe we can just cover him up with Ayaka. No, I can't get a good angle then. Alright, we're gonna have to Photoshop that guy out. Wow. Wow. Okay, add the bokeh, the background blur. Blur radius. Blur distance. Oh wait, no, the bokeh helps. Okay, good. This will do. Look at the camera. Actually, no. Actually, yeah? No. No! Hang on, I have to do the alpha pose and be a little bit further away. We're a little too close to Ayaka. I know. Crazy. Mingy the gentle lesbian. I just want to commemorate our time together. Oh yes, hands are touching. Good. Oh, too blurry, too blurry. You don't want too much background blur, because I do still want to capture some of the sakura trees. I still want it to be recognizable. Although, oh, those bokeh balls are pretty hot though. They're pretty cool. Okay. Ready? I think this is good. Oh wait, darn, the composition. It sucks. Wait. Okay, yeah. Full body. We're going to do a full body shot first. Okay, they're both in focus. Perfect. All right, smile. We're going to do a few more with, let's try to capture some of the cherry blossom petals while they're in the foreground. Wait for it. Time it perfectly. Oh, darn it, I messed up. Oh, too slow. Good, there's one. Wait for it. Let's play around with the blur radius too. Oh, we have to smile. There we go. Okay, I'm satisfied now. Let's go.
Traveler, look! This stall's doing fortune slips.
Look, Ayaka's wearing her mask too.
Miss Kamisato, hello there. You're out with friends today? Oh, what a rare privilege. Welcome. Would you like to give it a go?
Why does he look angry?
Okay. How much is it per draw?
I wouldn't expect you to know this, but the Yashiro Commission was very good to my uncle on my father's side at one point in time. Thinking about it, it was when your father was around. I think he dealt with it personally. So you see, how could I possibly take your money?
What? Are you sure?
Of course! If you like what you see, then please, be my guest. Same goes for your two friends here.
Traveler? Paimon? What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Seems like everyone wants to do something nice for Ayaka. So, if they insist, who are we to resist?
If they're offering, who are we to refuse?
Well, if that's how you feel, then okay. We'll take you up on your kind offer, sir. Let's each do a draw.
Alrighty then, whenever you're ready. Draw a slip and reveal your fortune.
Ooh. I'm pretty excited. Am I gonna get a good fortune or a bad fortune? Please. What's it gonna be?
Open it up and see how you fare.
His eyebrows didn't get the memo that time resumed. Does he look... Is he supposed to look different?
Whoa!
Which one did you get? Paimon got Rising Fortune.
No way! We got the same one!
Uh-oh. I feel like I'm gonna get some bad luck.
Traveler, what did you get?
Bad juju. Oh, mine says great fortune from the world. Ooh.
Wow, you're so lucky!
That sounds really good, right?
Ah, congratulations are in order. Here's what great fortune from the world means. Wealth shall come to you. You shall reap a bountiful harvest, and all shall transpire in line with your wishes. In other words, your good luck isn't about to run out anytime soon.
Okay. I like the sound of that.
What a great sign! Good things lie ahead!
So that means I'm gonna get Sayu in my next 4-star pity roll. Isn't that right? Heck yeah.
Congratulations.
You all have very fine fortunes lined up. With this kind of luck, you'll certainly be able to achieve anything that you wish.
Well said! Here's hoping that our good luck will never run out!
Did you hear that? He said wish. He's referring to the wish system in Genshin. That means I'm gonna get good luck in my wishes. Hang on, I want to take more photos with our masks. Hold still. No.
This food stall sells all kinds of Inazuman specialties. Anything you want to eat, it's my treat.
Wow! It all looks so good!
Wow.
Is it okay if Paimon has one of everything?
Of course it is.
But we don't want anything to go to waste. Let's try them one at a time. Ooh, Ayaka, Paimon wants those dango.
Sure.
Wait, how does Paimon know that those are dango? Dango. I'll have one of those pink pancake things.
Uh-huh, those look good too. Ooh, but so do the egg rolls. Paimon will try an egg roll too, please.
Paimon's stomach is a void? Void, huh?
All right then. I too shall have a Sakura mochi.
All right, coming right up.
This Sakura mochi is just delicious.
Not bad, huh? It's one of our best sellers.
Oh, please, sir. Paimon would like some more.
I don't know if it's rude of me to ask, but how is this kind of snack actually made?
You want to try your hand at making it yourself? No problem. Just give me a second and I'll write out the recipe for you.
Ooh, a new recipe?
Are you sure about this? If you share the recipe, isn't that tantamount to giving away your trade secrets or something?
There it is again. The word tantamount.
Well, it was you who gave Kiminami Restaurant that recipe for an overseas dish, wasn't it?
Oh, are you talking about the pizza? Yeah.
She and I are good friends. We trade culinary tips all the time. Here you go. Just treat it as me returning a favor on behalf of my friend.
Venti, is Ball coming with an Inazuma expansion? I don't know. Let me call my dad who works at MiHoYo real quick.
Thank you so much. I will study it very carefully and try my best to do it justice.
You there. You want the recipe too? Go on. I can see that you enjoyed it.
Thanks, boss. Thanks, boss. Hey, boss.
There's There's no greater feeling than creating delicious food with your own two hands. You should definitely give it a try.
I will. Once I've learned how to make it, will you two be my taste testers?
Oh, definitely! Can't wait!
Alright, I'll do my best.
Taste testing for Ayaka? Yes, please.
Well, we may have arrived near the end of the festival, but it's still been super fun. Paimon approves.
Yes, I agree. To spend the festival together with you today has been a truly wonderful experience.
It really was, Ayaka. The flashbacks with Hey Mouse.
This stall sells prayer
Hey
plaques.
Mouse.
It's an Inazuman tradition. You draw your wish onto a pentagonal piece of wood called a prayer plaque and pray that it will come true.
Sounds similar to the way people in Liyue release lanterns during Lantern Rite. Those are used for making wishes too.
Sounds similar to the people, wait, what? Sounds similar to the way people in Liyue release lanterns during Lantern Rite. There's so many parallels with Liyue and Inazuma.
Welcome. Looking for prayer plaques? Every wish is sacred, and you've still got time to make yours before the festival ends.
Looks fun! Shall we give it a try?
Yes.
Oh, wait, there's writing and drawing involved? Ugh, count Paimon out then. Paimon's head's feeling kind of fuzzy after eating so much just now. Not the best time for an intense burst of mental activity.
Wait, that's a funny... that's a funny... Let me screenshot that. Traveler face palming.
Two prayer plaques, please, sir.
2 prayer plaques for the young lady. There you go.
Traveler, have you decided on your wish?
I prayed for Miss Splitter rerun. I don't think that's gonna be a rerun anytime soon. Now, what should I wish for? I'm wishing for Sayu. I want Sayu. Yep.
Yes.
You can either draw a picture to represent your wish or write it out in words. Either way, once you've committed your wish onto your plaque, please hang it onto the prayer rack.
Wait, so they'll be on public display? Alright, well, let's see what you got.
That will do for mine. May I see yours?
Yeah, sure. Aww.
This is you and your brother, isn't it?
Aww. Wait, that's so cute. Yeah, I suppose it is.
It's lovely.
Yes, I want him back. Oh no.
You'll be back together one day. Paimon believes it, and you should too.
I believe it too. Your wish will surely come true.
Thank you.
And I will keep you in my prayers.
Ayaka, what did you draw? Is that Tenchukaku?
That's right. I wish for peace and happiness for everyone in Inazuma, and good health for my family and friends.
What the heck? Such a selfless wish. Kamisato Ayaka.
I do hope that wish can come true.
It will.
Thank you. That gives me hope. I think that might be all we have time for today.
Aw, it's time to leave already?
I'm afraid so. The festival is coming to a close. Time flies when you're having fun. It seems to flow away from you like a rushing river, as precious and short-lived as a cherry blossom dancing in the wind.
Wow. Wow. That's a nice simile. Time flies when you're having fun. It seems to flow away from you like a rushing river, as precious and short-lived as a cherry blossom dancing in the wind. Nice use of simile. Wow. Next part, Poggy. Oh,
It's time to leave.
you're raising my expectations, hot potatoes. Chinju Forest.
Traveler, today was the first time in my life that I've ever been to a festival.
It's not going to be the last time either, Ayaka. Okay? Let's go to more festivals in the future. How about that?
You've known me for some time now. I think you understand my personality, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing me, I just know that today could not have been such a happy day without you. So thank you. Today really meant a lot to me. And the memories will always have a special place in my heart.
As will I have a special place for you in my heart, Ayaka.
Festivals are great. There aren't many rules. Everyone has that smile that comes from deep inside. And it's just so carefree and happy.
Wait, I think I was already spoiled for, yeah, I think I was already spoiled for this part.
If I ever get the chance, I want to go again.
Let's go again sometime then, Ayaka.
You too? Great! You know, we're kind of similar, with both of us having a brother.
Wait, what? She has a brother? Wait, what?
Sometimes, I feel like I can relate to the determination you must have to get your brother back.
Finding him is the whole reason for my journey.
I understand. Family bonds are inseparable. No one can break them. They are the most important roots we have in this world. You will find him. Come what may, you must never give up. I will always be here for you as your... as your friend. I will always support you.
Why did she stutter there? Why did she stutter there? Mingy, is your heart rate okay? Getting kind of spicy? I think it's just an inaccurate reading. Like, no cap. It's just an inaccurate reading. Thank you, Ayaka. Oh? What was that sound?
As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
No. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. She wants to extend your bloodline. Okay. Oh my gosh, wait. A legit cinematic. 24 FPS. It's kind of loud, but it's okay.
Oh, Traveler. There's something that I'd like to do. If you could spare me yet another moment.
I saw this, or at least part of it. She's gonna do like a personal dance. Wait, she sings too? Whoa. Whoa, I'm getting chills. I was looking at Genshin Impact music. Oh. And I came across this. I didn't watch it though, but I saw the YouTube video preview. Wow. Wow, chills.
What do you think of my dance? Did you like it?
It was amazing. The only thing I didn't like about it, how it was so short. Okay, the wet socks. That's dedication right there.
It was
Or maybe
so
she has waterproof
pretty.
socks. Those are a thing. Maybe Inazuma has the technology for waterproof socks
Beautiful,
or hydrophobic
elegant,
socks.
and something else Paimon can't put into words. Paimon doesn't really know what it was, but it is art.
Imagine how awkward it would be without the music.
I'm not very good at this kind of dance. So, as long as I didn't embarrass myself, that's all that matters.
I'm gonna start calling Mingy Simpy. Simky. What? What? Why? I'm not simping. I ain't no simp. I'm not simping for Ayaka. I just really like her. I just appreciate her endearing personality, how she's so altruistic. She's just overall a great person, okay? And I don't want anyone else telling me otherwise.
I just had a sudden urge, and I ran with it. In a way, that sort of sums up today for me. Dancing like nobody's watching.
You're a pleasure to be around.
That goes for you, too.
Thank you.
When I'm with you, time seems to slow down and speed up at the same time.
What the heck? She's so romantic, too. Like, these types of lines are so romantic. When I'm with you, time seems to slow down and speed up at the same time. Because I'm having so much fun with you. But at the same time, when I'm with you, it's almost like we're in another world. We're in our own world. Wow.
Anyway, it looks like this is goodbye for today.
No.
I can see myself the rest of the way back.
Good night, Ayaka.
Good night, traveler.
Oh. No. 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 Wait, is that actually the voice actor of the Traveler humming that? Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've heard Traveler talk or do anything. Aside from nod. Wow. And that's it. And that's it. Wow. That was a great story quest. That was a great story quest. Aika has it down bad for Traveler. That little mom just cheered 90 bits. Thank you for the thank you for the 90, what are those large orange diamonds? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wow, that was so fun. You know what? That was such a good story quest. I kind of want to play her song now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright guys, give me a second. I kind of want to play some piano right now. Let me set things up real quick. I'm inspired. That was a really nice story quest. I'll have to send a video to Discord. I've seen an edit of both Aethers and Lumines humming together. Oh, that's pretty nice. Wait. Yeah, send it over Discord. I'd like to hear it. Alright, how's this sound?
In adventuring, as in business,
Can you hear that piano?
you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Hopefully it doesn't sound scuffed. It could sound really staticky. We're getting a concert? I mean, I think it's only fair. Aika did a little dance and song for us, so I think she deserves a little something for herself as well. As soon as my camera turns on, hold up.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, wow, wow. Hello, camera? This is scuffed. My cam link is not working. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let's make this quick. I don't know why, but sometimes my cam link dies. It might be overheating or something. So we might have to do this quick. Okay.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Concert for my liar when? That's up to you, hot potatoes. But here we go. Alright, I'm gonna mute Genshin. Since, again, this is for Ayaka. I learned this recently. This is from her character teaser. Hopefully it doesn't sound too scuffed. Here it is. Oh, a few slip ups, but that's okay. There you go, Ayaka. Since you danced and did a song for us, I think it was only fair for me to play some piano for you. Ah. Wow. I wonder if I'm going to have dreams about Ayaka now. I've never had dreams about a video game before. That was so good. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully it didn't sound too scuffed. Like no static or popping sounds. But whatever. What should we use our resin on? Oh yeah, what talent books does Sayu need? Does anyone here have Sayu? I can just look this up. Hang on. Sayu talent books. It didn't sound scuffed? Okay, good, good. Wait, what is this? Oh, Sayu. She uses, uh-oh, I forgot. Turquoise. The turquoise gemstones. Uh-oh. Okay. No, she needs energy nectar. She needs crystal marrow. All the things that I don't have. Teachings of light? What the heck is that? Oh. Perfect. Gems easy? Not for me. I think I've used up all of my jade gemstones or whatever they're called. What are they called? The turquoise. I've used up all of them on Venti, Kazuha. Yeah. Oh. Wait. I still have a good amount actually. Maybe it's enough. Maybe I do have enough. I forgot. I was still in browser. But I was checking my inventory right now, and I think I have enough. 20 of the blue ones, or the 3-star ones, and 165 2-star. That's enough, right? That's more than enough? Okay, yeah. Let's try to do this quickly. It is past bedtime yet again. Oh no, guys. I hope this doesn't become a norm. But today was like an exception because we had to complete Ayaka's story quest, and that just took a lot of time. A lot longer than I thought it would. It was a pretty long story quest.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Take flight.
Ow.
So rude. Let's light it up. Yeah.
One with nature. Time to go.
Benny almost died. Luckily, he did not grab the thingy. Good.
Everybody stand back.
No.
The wind knows it. Clouds high.
Flashbacks to some certain place. What could you be talking about, hot potatoes?
Yeah. Off we go.
Into the wind.
My apologies.
Two more times.
Let's light it up!
One with nature.
I hope we get more cinematics like that for character quests in the future. Does Yoimiya not have one of those? They really like Ayaka. Mihoyo really went all out for Ayaka. Heal up on Kaching. Good. Oh god.
I'll be fine.
Kaching, you're not fine.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Ow. Mistakes were made, mistakes were made, mistakes were made. No.
Let's light it up!
Into the wind. One with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
One with nature.
Nowhere to hide.
Finish him off, Kaching. The worst possible outcome for a condensed resin. 4 blues and 4 greens. Some mistakes get made, that's alright. That's okay. You're right. Mistakes are okay. What's not okay, though, is making the same mistake and not learning from it.
Going in! Let's light it up! Sakura swirl! Take flight!
Is losing 50-50? Oh yeah, I guess that's not okay either. Yeah, that's not okay. That's definitely not okay. Losing 50-50 is not okay. Grab the lightning ball. Lightning ball.
Teamwork is dreamwork! My apologies!
Please, let me kill them at the same time. Yes! This is the first time I've ever done it. In this domain, I think.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Whirling snow!
One with nature.
Yeah, unless you get another 5-star and 20 pulls. Wait, what? Losing 50-50 is okay unless you get another 5-star and 20 pulls. Oh, I see. Why did you include my name after that? To think that Mingy only lost 50-50 3 times is quite crazy. Wait, did I lose 50-50 3 times? I lost 50-50 during Hu Tao. I lost 50-50 during Ayaka. Skyward Spine. Oh yeah. But does that really count? Does that really count? On the weapon banner, I guess it does. It does count. Man, I'm still salty about that. It's a 75% chance of being a rate up 5-star and then a 50% chance of getting one or the other. Feels bad, man. Ha. Oh. It's okay. We'll get him next time. He was already blocking the memory out. I was. I really was. I am even more salty. The power of Hervia resonates inside of me. Is that her name? The Salt God? I feel like it's... Is it? Harvia or Hervia? I don't know. Good, nice Genshin reference, though. I see what you were trying to do. It's Harvia? Okay.
Add Astro.
Oh, wait, we're done with that. Okay, I think it's time. This is a good spot to call it, I think. We still have Lost Riches to do, but we'll probably do that tomorrow. We're done with Ayaka's story quest. We have Yoimiya's left to continue the Archon quest, but before we do that, I think it's time to turn our attention to Lost Riches as well as Thunder Sojourn, or just kidding, not Thunder Sojourn. Theater Mechanicus? Yeah. Because that's coming out tomorrow. And that gives Primo Gems. Limited time. Oh, learn 180 furnishing blueprints to receive 20 Primo Gems, just like that. We're at 300 achievements complete. Very nice. All I can think about is D-Luke. All I can think about is Ayaka. Realm currency / parametric? Oh, you're right. Okay. Another task. Parametric transformer doesn't reset until tomorrow, but let's pop into the teapot real quick. I think I might be capped on realm currency. I'm not 100% sure, but I might be.
Would you care to sit?
Oh, we're not. Surprise. Wait, Zhongli's already maxed out on friendship level. Why do I have him here?
If you ever have it.
I thought I took him out. Oh, I did take him out. He's chilling on the other island. Because I wanted the set bonus, the set reward. Muni is always capped or near capped realm currency. It's perfect.
Would you care to sit?
I'm more often near the cap. I'm rarely capped, okay? Okay.
If you ever have it.
Good. Let's leave. What do you mean I can't deploy it there? You can't deploy your teapot on stairs. Nighty night. Nighty night, Linkser. I'll be joining you soon in bed. Alright guys, I think it's time. It's getting late. It's about time we go to sleep. I can't continue streaming this late, okay? I know I said that we were going to make an effort to stream earlier yesterday night, but this time when I say it, I'm gonna mean it. I'm gonna mean it, okay? We're gonna start at 10 p.m. or before. Or else it's gonna be a really short stream. Okay. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I really enjoyed Ayaka's story quest. Thank you for being here for my little piano recital as well. 7 p.m. I gotta eat at home then.
Let's go find some treasure.
All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow night. As always. Good night, everyone. Take care. Stay hydrated. I'm gonna take a swig of water right now. You do so too. If you've got some water nearby, take a swig. If you haven't drank water in a while. Water, the nectar of life.
Wow.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. See ya. See ya, 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 see ya. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.